Hello, I'm Dow Bartling, and welcome to another Dow's Weekly Digest. And I know you know, I was thinking this week, because the older I am, the more that I think. But I was thinking this week, isn't it interesting how most of us we start out in life thinking we must be the whole show, the soloist. From the stage, the spotlight's on us, hitting every note ourselves. And if we're honest, we kind of like it that way. I mean, nobody argues with themselves. Nobody drops the ball but you. And if it goes right, well, you get all the accolades, all the applause. But somewhere along the way, if you're paying attention, you realize something. One is just too small a number to achieve greatness. Now, that's not my line. That comes from John Maxwell. Another way to say it maybe be, one is the loneliest number that you'll ever hear. 3 Dog Night. But that one, I've seen it played out so many times that I can count. Because leadership isn't about playing louder. It's about bringing others in. It's a shift that we need to do from soloist to conductor. Now, I've had the privilege, and I mean privilege, of standing in that conductor role a few times in my life. Let me give you an example, not from business, but from scouts. I started like a lot of parents, just trying to help out, then becoming an assistant scoutmaster, then the scoutmaster. And then somehow, now don't tell me how it happened, but it did. Somehow I ended up leading the training for the whole council. The training chairman for the whole council, that was quite a territory. And that's when something clicked in for me though. Thank goodness. We built a team. Not just any team. We built a team in thirds. 1/3 experienced leaders. I call them the trustees. Steady hands on the wheel. 1/3 boots on the ground, the volunteers, the ones who actually are living it every week when they held the meetings on their Monday evenings. And 1/3 of the young people, older teenagers, what the Japanese would call kohai. Kohai, are you listening? Kohai, did you see what just happened? The apprentices learning the ropes. And every one of them mattered. Because here's a lesson you don't forget. You are only ever really working with only two things in life. Only two, people and systems. And if your system becomes more important than your people, hey, you've already lost the music. Now picture this, an outdoor setting, adults who never led before, learning, trying to do what they need to do, but they're making mistakes. And this mix of leaders, seasoned, active, and learning, they're teaching together. Different voices, different strengths, but becoming together like a symphony. And I remember standing there, not speaking, and that's hard for me not to do. I was just watching and listening and thinking, hey, this is it. That's what a conductor feels. I saw it again later, right in our own industry, our own business. I was assigned to a new office in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Great people, but a mix of some experienced and some brand new. I had just hired within the last 6 months. And trying to serve financial advisors across South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, and Nebraska. So we did something a little risky. One of those, well, we've never done that before. We put on an all-day workshop. But here's the twist. The Sioux Falls team, the ones doing the work every day, they were the presenters. They had to stand up and explain what they do, why they do it that way, and how it impacts everyone else. Now, I'll tell you, public speaking wasn't exactly maybe their comfort zone. So what did we do? Practice, practice, practice. And then we practiced again, and probably one more time after that. And when that day came, it was flawless. Not because of one person, but because of the whole team. Each one playing their part, their music. And again, I found myself not in the spotlight, but standing back and smiling because the music was better than anything that I could have done myself. You can have everything in life you want if you help enough other people get what they want. That's conductor thinking. So here's the lesson for you this week. If you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling stretched out, if you're trying to do it all yourself, maybe the answer isn't to play harder. Maybe it's time to pick up the baton, because you can do some things well, but together you can do everything better. And when you finally make that shift from the soloist to the conductor, you may not get all the applause, but I'll tell you what, you'll hear something far greater. You will hear the music. And music to my old ears is, blessed are they who ease the pain of misfortune, for they shall be called insurance agents. You take care.